Now we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of what Indians are all about.
I still say we Indian people are believers in the truth. This is the way of life that was given to your people. You're born an Indian, you're going to die an Indian. Indianness is a good life. You're facing an Indian this afternoon.
Good Saturday afternoon out there, everyone. I'm Jason Salzman.
And I'm Neely Soodle.
And you're watching your #1 source for Native American television news.
Native News Today.
And we certainly hope that you had a great Christmas holiday out there, everyone, and are getting ready for New Year's. And you know, Neely, at the end of 2014, that means we need to take a look back and see all the great things that happened this year on Native News Today.
That's right, and we have a lot of stories to tell. We had a lot of stories of progression, success, so
absolutely.
Great things.
Yeah, and it's neat to look back. You know, sometimes we get involved in the hustle and bustle and putting out the weekly show. It's nice to take a look back at what all we've done and all the great things that have happened.
That's right, and there are so many countless things that we could think of, and we're going to show them in the show just for you.
Yep, and earlier,
just a portion of it.
That's exactly right. We're going to have all of that, and really it's a way to look back for all the citizens too, all the people that watch the show, and they go, hey, I remember when it was Challenge Bowl time. I remember when they had the big groundbreaking there for the new Okemah Hospital. So I'm giving away our content here. But, you know, we're really excited about the show today because of that.
That's right. And a lot of people, a lot of viewers can say that they were there at a lot of these events, so to share some of our successes, too.
I know. It's perfect to look back, and everybody's going to be excited about it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the show.
Omen ibuhwakidos.
Daniel in Ogitskish, Bonshongi benoat, Bomio, Boshomizatlish.
Momesh, Harishongigo imongin, Hobidagi, Ani Omaga, Bomaha Hoye imongin Oma, Bonshomegigosh. For more information about Muskogee language preservation, please call us at 918-732-7724.
Pumakasam gadat, ibufanga, nage, adigat, punhayadit omega, ajayididet omis.
Diosnuk, that's true. Throughout the generations, our elders have taught us to preserve, share, and more importantly, protect the abundant natural resources we have here in Oklahoma. We are the original environmentalists and protector of these resources. The Muskogee Creek Nation believes tribal and state governments must work together to ensure future generations will have clean air and clean water as the ultimate legacy. What is good for Oklahoma tribal nations is good for all Oklahomans. Remember, tribes are truly the original Oklahomans.
There's a story I heard hundreds of times growing up. The story about the day my grandpa disappeared. I grew up in a world of songs.
I always think of the songs really being the spirit of something. There's a story.
They are the same songs our ancestors sang on the Trail of Tears.
They carry the grief, but they also carry this great love that works the same way at death.
There was one little drop of blood on the back fender, and his glasses was on the dash, but no sign of him.
As they searched, you could hear these songs echo through the forest.
I didn't realize what that would lead me to. A whole rich story of American music history that had never been told. What would you say is the first American music?
Our histories are not written, they are spoken through stories. They are told through our songs.
I want to talk to that man, but he's gone. He's gone somewhere.
When we sing these songs, we're waking up God.
I pledge to embrace and educate offenders in an effort to stop their abuse.
I pledge to all women to love them, protect them, and teach them that violence does not belong in our communities and is not our tradition.
I pledge to take full responsibility for myself and the women and children of the Muskogee Nation.
I pledge to work courageously and audibly to fulfill this pledge for the rest of my life.
And welcome back to Native News Today. I'm Neely Soodle alongside with Jason Salzman. And every year we always talk about the Challenge Bowl. It's such a big deal for all of these kids and a lot of the adults and the planning that went into it.
Absolutely. You know, Neely, that's one of the things that makes the Muskogee Creek Nation pretty unique is the fact that we hold this Challenge Bowl every year. It's a collection of culture, language, Creek history, all in one. It's a great job put on by the Johnson O'Malley program, and we were glad to show you this from back in February.
First of all, I think the Challenge Bowl, as you said, it's a social environment, and I think education, like in most schools, you know, there's a social element to the learning of our children. So when we gather to have this competition, there's a creation of a social environment in which these young people have an opportunity to express the knowledge that they've gained, you know, preparing for this event. The magnitude of this event is culturally is, you know, there's just not enough words to express, simply because we feel like it's an event that encourages young people to learn more about the culture, the language, and so in that respect, it's just an event that we're glad all of the schools participate in. One of the emphases of our department especially is building a workforce. It's about strengthening our people and our tribe. And I think the kinds of opportunities that we provide through these kinds of competitions give our young people an opportunity to create an idea that maybe education is important to them. And so not only in their achievement levels in schools, they're growing as people and they build confidence, you know, and so hopefully they will think about education being a way of building a future and kind of like I did, you know, eventually maybe come back and serve the tribe.
We've just kicked off. The teams are in the competition rooms now getting ready to compete. They're excited. We're all excited. We had some changes this year with our study guide. So the schools did not get their questions this year, so we're all on level ground this year, and everybody's excited about seeing what the competition is going to be like for this year. Our committee worked really hard in getting new information put into the study guides to get it out to the schools and working on the questions. You know, up to the last minute we were working on questions, but everyone's excited and we're just happy that we got to have it today. We had to reschedule the high school division and we're having that today. We could not have a Challenge Bowl without the volunteers and without the support, especially of the chief and the National Council. The National Council appropriates funding for the Challenge Bowl, and Johnson O'Malley administers that out of our office, but we have committee volunteers from health, housing, every department almost from the Muskogee Creek Nation. We have volunteers, and they're more than willing to come and help because they like to see the children compete and having fun.
I've been participating in Challenge Bowl since I was in 3rd grade, so being able to learn, you know, a lot of Creek history and language has been really meaningful to me and helped me, you know, I feel be able to bring the heritage and culture back and spread it throughout the youth, because a lot of it does seem to get lost pretty frequently. So I figure as much as we can learn, and the more people that we're able to get here and learn and expand our knowledge will greatly help in the long run keep the culture alive and language. Glenpool has always been, you know, I feel well known and has done pretty decent throughout the years in the Challenge Bowl. So being part of that, you know, we have a class in middle school and high school that focuses solely on it, which I think not only for competition purposes, but for just heritage purposes, you know, people being educated on the Creek culture, it just in general helps define, you know, the school and makes us more, it makes us who we are, you know, it helps us with, you know, the language, the culture, everything about it, you know, benefits to the kids.
You know, one of the big focuses here at Muskogee Creek Nation is the health care of our people, and certainly a big event that we covered earlier this year, signifying a new era for our health care.
That's right, the Okemah Hospital, and we had a great dedication and groundbreaking there in Okemah.
Lots of dignitaries out, lots of people. We had a chance to not only talk to our principal chief about this, but the Secretary of Health here at the tribe, and also the architects on what kind of went into building it as well. So this was a great story. Proud and historic day in Okemah last week for the Muskogee Creek Nation as the tribe's groundbreaking was held to kick off construction of the all-new 120,000 square foot community hospital. A big step forward for a facility and location that has long been a mainstay of Creek Nation healthcare.
This has been a part of the tribe for quite some time, and like you said, this is in everybody's vocabulary, so this is something that is very important to all the citizens, regardless if they live here or not. And so we're happy to be able to have the opportunity to finally build a new facility, so that definitely take care of the need that we currently have and for future need in this system.
For lots of Creek citizens, including Principal Chief George Tiger, it's hard not to look forward and back on days like these.
I can even go back further when my parents needed to get health care and having to go to either Tallahassee or Shawnee or somewhere that was a long ways off. And to have our own facility that can provide health care in a more convenient manner is the reason that we, as a nation back in the 70s, decided to purchase and operate the very first hospital by a tribe in a country. And from that, we're here today to break ground for a brand new facility that's been long overdue. There's a lot of parallel to this because, as you know, with the acquisition of the Okmulgee Memorial Hospital, with the acquisition of the George Nye Rehab Center, and we're also looking at building a new clinic in Eufaula, in addition to building this new hospital. So we're, as they say in baseball terminology, we're stepping up to the plate, and we're real excited about what we're doing in terms of health care for our tribal members, and they really deserve good quality health care. As you know, that's a top topic throughout the country with affordable ag care. And you know, it's just exciting today because we can do so much as a nation by working together, and this is a good example of it.
For organizations helping to design and build the facility, it's a great opportunity to leave a lasting legacy with the state-of-the-art project.
It's absolutely going to be a beautiful facility. We're incredibly proud of it, and as a citizen, I'm just honored to be a part of this big step because I grew up in Native health care. It's always been good, but it hasn't been the best, and I think this is going to put Native health care equal with mainstream health care and probably a little bit better. It was amazing visiting the old building when we first started the process, and they're great staff there with great capability, but they were just sort of not given all the tools that they needed, but they did really good care with what they had. They're going to have all the best tools that are there now, and it's amazing what the impacts are going to be incredible. The building itself, as Creek people, we're actually from the earth, and if you look at the rendering, a big part of the front of the facility is made out of rammed earth. So we'll actually have a part of the building being rammed earth. We've incorporated a lot of sustainable elements to the building, just hitting on some of the highlights, we've got a geothermal heating and cooling system, so we're getting our heating and cooling from the earth. We've got that rammed earth on the front. We've got high-performance glazing. We've got a really good roofing system that helps save energy, LED lighting throughout. We've just done a lot of things with our finishes to keep the facility healthy itself. So kind of paid attention to every detail. We're still going through some options, and we're going to try and make it as healthy and as efficient as is possible.
It's a great opportunity for Redstone to be a part of the Muskogee Creek Nation, to be teaming and growing with the Muskogee Creek Nation, hiring employees that are Muskogee Creek citizens. That's what we're here to do. That's part of what we do. And to be a part of IHS, the healthcare system for Muskogee Creek as it grows, we're all, we've all used IHS in the past, and we certainly want to be a part of the Indian Health Services as it continues to evolve and be a better service delivery to our citizens.
For the loyal employees at the current Okemah facility, the new hospital is in part a testament to their dedication and hard work.
Our employees are very dedicated employees, and a statistic that I didn't relay is most of them have been here over 15 years plus. So they have always worked here and believe in this system just like everyone else does, and that's what made this possible, is their belief and ready to move on and start a new chapter.
And moving right along, also another great story is the Professional Bowlers Association, and it made a stop there in Native American country.
For the first time ever, and it's really neat because so many, that's the kind of reason we kind of picked this story, is there's so many neat news facts that went into this. Not only is our interview subject the only Native American to ever win on the Professional Bowlers Tour, this is the first time they'd ever came to a tribe, and it's one of the biggest economic ventures for the citizen Potawatomi Nation right there at their home bowling alley. So it was a great story.
It worked out very well for us. What started out, I've had a long time friendship with the GM here, Chris Skillings, and we needed somewhere to bowl, the tour stop, and it just so worked out that this beautiful facility he said, let's make it happen. The chairman of the tribe said, let's make it happen. We need to get these guys here to showcase their talents, and it's an honor to have the best players in the world. I would say a lot of friends, and for them to come to this part of the state. It's been a long time since we bowled in the state. And then to come here where I have a lot of friends and this and that, and obviously saying the tribe had a lot to do with this, the Potawatomi tribe. But yeah, just to showcase it, and I think everybody's having a really good time. Obviously you got the best players in the world. You have a great sponsor, the Grand Casino, the Potawatomi tribe, Fire Lake, beautiful bowling facility. So it's been a win-win for everybody. Just the pride of the fact that I am who I am. Just being Native American. Obviously I played other sports through my whole life, and I was basically the only Native American on any team. So I don't know if it motivated me. I just felt the sense of pride, sense of it's my duty that felt like to uphold the tradition of the great Native American athletes. Unfortunately, one reason or another, there just haven't been too many in professional sports. It's just one of those things, I guess. I'm not sure, but I've always taken with a lot of pride that I was the only one, and I still do. So.
Fire Lake Bowling Center's been here 3 years. We opened in June of 2011. It's state-of-the-art center. Everything is the latest and greatest as far as Brunswick's concerned. It's a big deal for the tribe because we really promote kids. Gives the kids something to do, and we've got a high school program, youth program, and for our kids and our bowlers to be able to see an event like this is just huge. We hold several regional events, similar to like the Nike Tour on golf, and very successful, went off well, and they actually contacted me about 60 days prior to this event and said, hey, would y'all be interested in doing a summer swing? So I got the chairman, vice chairman together, a bunch of the other directors, and we thought it would be good for this area especially to host a tournament like this. So we actually pulled this off in about a 60-day period.
Well, first of all, to get back into the Oklahoma area for us was fantastic. We haven't been here in over 10 years, I think. And to be able to put this deal together, Fire Lake's been a great partner on the regional level. They expressed some interest in hosting a PBA Tour stop. We came down, we talked to the tribe, and it was an easy deal to get done. They've been fantastic so far. I think this is a good trial run. What we're proving here is that we can hold a quality PBA Tour event in the smaller facilities and then go to a separate facility like the casino, the Grand Casino, and put in an arena installation and then film our TV shows there. So it really opens up a lot of additional opportunities for us. But, you know, Mike's been a great representative on the PBA Tour for a number of years, and we know of the significance of his earning his way into the Native American Hall of Fame, or the American Indian Sports Hall of Fame, over the years, and we're just happy to bring him back here and maybe give him a little home field advantage.
And our last look back of today's episode will be taking us back to June. You can't talk about June around Creek Nation without the Creek Festival.
That's right. So many people, a lot of records broken because of attendance there. So a lot of great cultural activities, a lot of folks out there.
The Jacksons. I mean, hey, come on, man, right?
Buddy Guy.
Buddy Guy. I mean, some legends really in the entertainment industry. What a great weekend. And this was a way we put together a little look back, and certainly hope you like seeing the 2014 Creek Festival.
And another big newsmaker that we didn't mention, Native News Today, the great set
Right,
that we have
yes,
here, and me here.
Well, and you, yeah, absolutely. That's maybe the biggest piece of news from the entire year. You know, we're here in the new set, enjoying all the new things. Certainly, our new co-host, and loving the fact that Native News Today has never been better. You know, we've never been more popular out there. We love hearing from you, our viewers, that's saying, you know, hey, keep bringing these stories. We love what you're doing, and we've got some very exciting news coming up in the new year. We can't really get to everything right now, but we've got some things for our friends around the state of Oklahoma they're really going to love, and we'll be able to pass that along. And also, we're really not done looking back. We will have an entire part 2 of our Best of 2014 next week.
And I want to know what those stories are. I can take a big guess.
Okay, you can take a big guess, but I bet one of them will be the tribe's mass migration up to Washington, D.C. for the Muskogee Adowa Festival.
Yeah,
I bet you that makes it.
That's our second time up there,
Right.
so I'm glad that one made the made the show.
Definitely, yeah. And you're like, hey, I didn't go for nothing. You know? No, we had a great time covering all these stories, of course. And as Neely said, that a lot of you out there are be looking for part 2 next week to just take this journey with us this last half of the year. And, you know, we've had such a great time doing the show and having our holiday season, being able to take this look back journey with you. It's really cool.
That's right. And, you know, a big thank you to all of you who contributed to these stories and to making these stories happen.
Yeah, and Tyler's not here anymore. He certainly did a great job. Tyler Roberts, Jared Moore, Neely Soodle, myself, everybody in this operation makes it happen. So every week, somebody's got to be doing the work, because it's got to be under the surface. The swan's leg's got to be kicking. So check us out on Facebook, Twitter. Tell us how we're doing from email. Give us a call. We'll see you guys next week with part 2 of the Best of 2014.